Hello, how's everyone doing? Nicky Louder here, Mick Outdoors. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my last video, because this is a follow-up from that. So I've managed to source some Esbit solid fuel blocks, so we'll give it a proper chance this time. For those who've commented about the gel blocks, I'm well aware that gel blocks melt and that they turn into a liquid. That was just my own stupid fault. I know exactly how they work. So what I'd done in all the excitement, when I got the stove, lifted the top. Ollie, come here. Ollie, come here. You sit down over here. You'll be a good boy. Just Bertie shouting at Ollie. So it was my fault when we got it. What I'd done, I'd looked at the stove. The stove itself is actually advertised as a alcohol stove. So obviously when it says that, all I'd done is opened it. I looked in like that, and that's what you see. I had noticed the myriad of holes that are in the bottom. Obviously, when you're looking for them, you can see them. So I just put the gel in and it leaked out. And also, I did it the second time. I knew that it would leak the second time. You can't really make out here, but there is like a tray in the bottom of this. And I thought maybe that would contain the gel. But the second time I did it, it was to test the fire mat out as well, which worked well. Now, I will say that Timu have actually sent me an email on my channel's email. They'd watched the video and there was nothing negative they were saying. They were just reaching out to me to tell me what they thought the problems were. Obviously, this was user error, and the lantern, I have reported, I will report back, is that the adjustment on it is basically non-existent. Again, if you've not don't know what I'm talking about, just pop back. I'm losing where I'm up to, because Bertie keeps seeing Ollie through the fence and he keeps barking at him. They've got this thing going on where Bertie barks, he jumps up at the fence, but then they spend 10 minutes running up and down the fence at each other thinking it's a game. But he's all mouth, Bertie, he's only a young dog still. He's lovely, just balmy. And every time Ollie goes to say hello to him up the thing, he just barks at him. Anyway, I'm digressing. So, managed to source these. Let's give it a proper trial out now. These were £3 for a pack of 12, so I bought a couple of boxes of them. These are just coming in a strip like this. I want to thank Happy Little Camper, because he actually put them on to me, sent me the link for where I could get them. So I'm just going to pop one of these in. Obviously these are, really need my glasses, don't I? There we go. Now I'm hoping that these fit as I should have done from the start. There's the base, look at that. That was made to sit in there, wasn't it? So I'll tilt you down. I'll get this lit, get some water. I don't know how long these last, to be fair. I've already got me cup ready. I don't need to put a full 400ml in, I don't think. Well, I have done. So, right. Let's see if we have more success this time. In fact, I could pop that through the little gap in the side. Yeah, when I watched that video back, that's why I was like, bloody hell, Michael, what are you doing? You've set fire to that. I didn't even move the lighters, did I? I didn't move the lighters. There's a raging furnace going on, fire spreading everywhere, and I never even moved. Right, that's caught now. Oh, it's spinning. I never moved the lighters. I didn't move the lighters, and then I was stood up, one with my shirt all dangling, leaning over. A little bit of splutter coming off that. In fact, I'm going to shut. I'm just showing you what I'll do here. Excuse my fingers. I'm just shutting that there. I don't think we'll get 400 ml of water boiled with one block. Move the other blocks out there out the way. I'll pop the lid on. Oh yeah, look at that. That's working as it should now, isn't it? So I don't want to waste any of the heat, so I'll pop that on there now like that. I don't know if you can see the flame through there. So yes, I was a bit surprised when I woke up the next morning after putting the video up and getting an email from Timo asking, saying that they'd seen the video and they're a bit concerned. I know that Happy Little Camper, he wrote to them afterwards and emailed them and said it was the advert was misleading because it says it's an alcohol stove, and it isn't an alcohol stove, is it? It's a solid fuel stove. So I'll bring you, as they say, I'll bring you back when that's done. Or, while we're here, I want to wish wife number 2, Sarah from Not Dead Yet, happy 60th birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes in stew. Happy birthday, dear stove lady. You mad head. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sarah. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Or by the time this is out, it'll be evening. Yeah, she's turned the big 60 today. But I honestly believe that 60 is a new 50. And she doesn't look a day over 59. Right. Let's see. It is now just coming up to 20 past 2. So we'll see. I'll see you at about 3 o'clock when this is done. If I have to change the block over, I will let you know. So we're just coming up to about 3 minutes now. We have a little look. We've got a little bit of steam, and how much of look at that. That's much more controlled, isn't it? I might do it off one block. I'd be surprised, like. But I wonder what happens how it affects the flame if I open up, let a bit more air in. Is it doing anything? Right, I'll close it up again and oh, sorry, a bit closer there. Closer there. I'll close it up again and I'll come back when it's properly boiling. We're about 9 minutes in now, so and we're still on the same Esbit block. It's not a rolling boil, but that is hot enough, isn't it? But I'll let the block burn and see how much hotter it gets. So we're coming up to about 14 minutes now, but as you can see, we've got steam coming out from the top of the pot, but the flame now is literally a candle. Let's have a look. We've got a proper little boil going on there now, look. So that's well hot enough. There's just the slightest little residue. I'm going to pop that back on actually. Right, so we can take it that's boiling about 12 minutes. It was probably, in all honesty, hot enough at the 10-minute time for a coffee and stuff like that. It wasn't a rolling boil, but there was steam coming off it and it was bubbling slightly, which is, unless you want it bubbling hot. But yeah, if you want it bubbling hot, just a couple more minutes longer. But I'll leave that on now just to see how much longer the block takes to burn out, and I'll bring you back when it's. So we're on the very last remnants. That's hot enough now. Let me get that in. As you can see, there's very, very little left to that. That's a massive mug, by the way. So that is all about, but gone out now. There's a tiny little bit in the middle, it's just still burning away. I'll see if that'll dry my pot out. So you're getting around about between 10 and 15 minutes of actual usable heat from one of those blocks. We're now coming up to almost 20 minutes, but that really is only a little tiny keep warm type of heat that's coming off that block now. So yeah, about 13 minutes of usable heat. When this is used correctly, as it should be, it's actually a great little bit of kit, that. That's actually cool enough to handle as well now. So if you can see, there's no burns or anything on the table from underneath it. I think in this weather though, even if I was using it in woodland, I'd have it on a table or have that fire mat underneath it. But yeah, what you can see there, look, that's the remains of the block. So very efficient. Efficient as in it's used all of the block up. Yeah, so if you've not seen the previous video, go and watch it. I really am an advert for Darwinism on it. So yeah, it's enough to make you a brew, and that brew has cost me, what did I say, there was 12 blocks in a pack at £3 a pack, 25 pence a block, 25p a cup of tea. And this mug, look, head for comparison, it's more than a mug, it's enormous. Well, that's 400ml of water that's gone into there. It's half a litre almost, isn't it? It could be half a litre. So yeah, all's well that ends well. So it completely was me and my stupidity, and it was the error of my ways. You're not supposed to use a gel blocking, but thanks to everybody for the workaround, and thanks to everybody for the concerns, and thanks to everybody who said you don't use gel blocks in it, Mick. Obviously, lesson learned. Like I said, I didn't check out the bottom of the stove properly before I used it. I whacked the block in, lit it, and then obviously as soon as I started seeing all the gel liquid coming out, I realised a huge mistake I'd made. But yeah, so there you go. With the proper blocks and everything, they do fit perfectly into that little square holder at the bottom, and it worked brilliant really, didn't it? Like I say, with these type of stoves, I always say it, if you're in a rush for a cup of tea or whatever, use a gas canister and use gas. These aren't really these are just for sitting and chilling and waiting on it, basically. So yeah, so that's it for this one. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. Give it its second chance, and it proved to be a decent little bit of kit. So yeah, so if you've liked this, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed, costs you nothing, and you get to listen to me waffling on. So until next time, guys, whatever it is, whatever we're doing, jazz hands, mother, love you all loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.